In this video, I am going to show you how to use the Learning Journey tab to get a high-level overview of student progress. So once you log into your teacher account, you'll see all of the classes that you are a teacher or co-teacher for. When you find the class card of the class you're interested in, for me it's going to be grade 8 math, start by clicking on the Learning Journey icon, and that looks like the 3 bars, kind of like a sideways bar graph. So let's click on that. And this brings me to the Learning Journey. So this shows me all of the material that my students have available to work on, as well as the material they have already worked on. So at the very highest level, we have the traffic light system, with green being good or mastery above 80%, yellow indicating some struggle, and red indicating a lot of struggle. So I can see on the grade 2 material, my students scored an average of 88% on those assessments. For 6th grade, for example, I can see my students scored an average of 75% on the assessments. You can click in to take a closer look at the class level. So for grade 2 material, I can click in and I can see specifically what lessons my students have worked on. You can scroll down and see as well. And again, that traffic light system with green, good, yellow, struggle, red, significant struggle still holds. So for example, for this first lesson in grade 2, Operations in Algebraic Thinking is the domain, and the lesson is called Add and Subtract Within 100 to solve word problems. I can see that my students scored an average of 94% on the check for understanding, and that 4 students took that check for understanding. If I want to know who did, I can click on the score. I see the average score, and I can also see which students completed that assessment. So I have Peter, and I have Anika, Jose, and Neil. So this is a good way to view high-level class data. If you'd like to view individual student progress using the Learning Journey, you can do that as well. On the left side of the Learning Journey page, it says Students. If you hover over the avatar, you'll see a list of all of the students in your class. The time next to students' names indicates how much time they've spent in Guru today. And you can click on a student to get even more information about what they've been working on. So I'm going to click on Simon here. And this brings me to Simon's specific learning journey. So some of my other students, based on their diagnostic or where they started, might have more than 7th and 8th grade material. For example, Domenico has some 2nd grade material all the way through 8th grade. It just depends on where your student starts and their individual learning journey. So if I go back to Simon, he has 7th and 8th grade material. Again, I got that high-level overview. 7th grade, he's completed 12% of it in Guru, and he's scored an average of 88%. I can click and get a closer look at some of the things Simon has been working on. So I can see he's worked on these lessons and completed them, and that there's a big gap of things he still has to work on. Again, I can come down and look at 8th grade, and he's completed 4 lessons, and there's a bunch left for him to work on. So this is a way to get a high-level overview of what your students have been working on and how they've performed overall.